When it comes to everyday carry, finding the perfect balance between price and performance can be a real challenge. You don't want to spend a fortune, but you also don't want to sacrifice reliability, especially when it comes to something as important as your personal protection. In today's video, we're counting down the 7 best carry pistols for the money in 2025. Pistols that deliver real value without cutting corners. Some of these choices might surprise you, and number 1 is a true standout for concealed carry this year. Before we dive in, if you enjoy content like this, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite carry pistol, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll never miss my weekly breakdowns of the best firearms gear and EDC tips. 7. Taurus G3X. Landing at number 7 is the Taurus G3X, the scrappy budget hero that quietly changed expectations for value in the carry world. On paper, the G3X is a simple formula: a 3.2-inch slide and barrel married to a full-size grip that accepts 15-round magazines, giving you compact sight radius and concealability up front, with the comfort and control of a full grip. That hybrid layout means many shooters get the best of both worlds. Easier concealment from the shorter slide, but better purchase and recoil control thanks to the longer grip. Where the G3X really shines is price to performance. Street prices for the G3X commonly sit well under many mainstream competitors, often in the low to mid $200 to $350 range, depending on retailer and promotions. A fact that makes it an irresistible option for budget-minded buyers who still want decent capacity and handling. Reviewers from multiple outlets have repeatedly noted that for the money the G3X delivers surprisingly good ergonomics and acceptable accuracy for typical concealed carry distances. Of course, there are trade-offs. Taurus doesn't yet have the decades-long reliability track record or the enormous aftermarket ecosystem you find with a Glock or a Sig, and a small minority of testing reports do mention occasional feed/FTF issues under extreme conditions. Still, for an entry-level or backup carry gun, or for someone who wants maximum rounds without maxing out their budget, the G3X is a practical, sensible pick. 6. Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield Plus. At number 6, we've got the Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield Plus, a pistol that really bridged the gap between old-school single-stack carry guns and today's high-capacity micro-compacts. The Shield line has always been one of the most trusted names in the CCW market, but the Plus took it to the next level. With its slim 1.1-inch profile and weight of just around 20 ounces unloaded, the Shield Plus is still incredibly easy to conceal. But unlike the older Shield models that only held 7 or 8 rounds, the Plus variant ups the game to a 10+1 or 13+1 capacity depending on the magazine. That puts it right in line with modern expectations for EDC capacity. The trigger is another major upgrade. Smith & Wesson redesigned it to have a flatter face, a cleaner break, and a tactile reset, making it more shootable and confidence-inspiring than many other micro-sized pistols. Combine that with the enhanced grip texture. Aggressive enough to hold firm under recoil, but not so sharp that it chews up your hands or clothing. And you get a pistol that balances concealability with real control on the range. Price-wise, the Shield Plus usually falls in the $400 to $550 range, depending on whether you choose the optics-ready version or the Performance Center model with upgraded barrel and sights. That makes it more expensive than budget picks, like the Taurus G3X we just covered, but still comfortably under most premium Sig Sauer or Glock offerings. Many shooters consider it a sweet spot, a carry gun that feels trustworthy without blowing out the budget. On the downside, the Shield Plus does have slightly more recoil snap, than chunkier compacts simply because it's so slim and lightweight. And while aftermarket support is strong, it doesn't reach the Lego set levels of customization that Glock enjoys. Still, with its proven track record, excellent ergonomics, and competitive capacity, the Shield Plus has earned its place as one of the most in-demand CCW pistols going into 2025. 5. Sig Sauer P365 X Macro. Sliding into our number 5 spot is the Sig Sauer P365 X Macro, a game-changer in the concealed carry world. When the original P365 hit the market, it redefined what a micro-compact could be by offering 10+1 capacity in a pocket-sized gun. The X Macro takes that DNA and pushes it even further. It features a slightly larger frame that accepts a full 17-round magazine, essentially giving you duty-sized capacity in a pistol that still disappears under a t-shirt. Dimension-wise, the X Macro comes with a 3.1-inch barrel and an overall length of just 6.6 inches, yet it offers an extended grip module with interchangeable backstraps, so shooters can fine-tune ergonomics. Combine that with SIG's excellent X-Series flat-face trigger, and you've got one of the smoothest shooting CCW pistols in its class. Reviewers consistently praise how controllable the gun is, even with hotter +P ammo, thanks to its built-in compensated slide that tames muzzle rise right out of the box. Optics readiness is another huge plus. The X Macro ships cut for micro red dots like the Sig Romeo Zero Elite, and many packages include SIG's excellent X-ray 3-day night sights, meaning it's carry-ready straight from the factory. At about 21.5 ounces unloaded, it strikes a balance, heavier than ultra-minimalist micros, but that extra weight helps soak up recoil for faster follow-up shots. As for cost, you'll typically find the P365 X Macro in the $750 to $850 range. That definitely makes it one of the pricier options on this list, and some shooters question whether they really need 17 rounds in a carry piece. Others note that its slightly larger footprint makes it closer to compact Glocks or the S&WM and P9 in size. Still, for those who want the confidence of duty-level firepower in a concealable package, the Sig Sauer P365 X Macro is arguably one of the best carry pistols money can buy in 2025. 4. Walther PDP Compact. Sliding into the number 4 spot is the Walther PDP Compact, a pistol built around ergonomics and a modern shooter-first design. The PDP line was engineered with a specific focus on grip geometry, the new RDS ergonomics that make red dot transitions faster, and a performance duty trigger that gives a crisp, confident break. That combination makes the compact version a standout for shooters who want a gun that points naturally and runs well with an optic on top. Dimensionally, the PDP Compact sits between micro-compacts and full-size duty pistols. Think a 4.0-inch barrel, varies by model, comfortable grip, and a footprint that's still carryable with the right holster. Reviewers praise how the PDP soaks up recoil and how the textured grip stays comfortable during long strings of fire. Details that translate directly to faster follow-up shots and better real-world control. The optics-ready slide is essentially standard now, so the compact is set up for modern carry shooters who prefer a red dot out of the box. Price ranges vary by trim. Basic compact models often list around $599 to $699 at major retailers, while Pro SD, or steel frame variants push into the $800 to $1,000 territory. That puts the PDP Compact above many budget micro-compacts, but still competitive against other premium compact pistols. You're paying for trigger quality, ergonomics, and workmanship. For many shooters, the trade-off is worth it. a smoother trigger, better out-of-the-box accuracy, and an ergonomics package that improves everyday use. Cons? The PDP family is not the lightest option for deep concealment, and some higher-end PDP variants carry a premium price that may put them out of reach for strict budget buyers. Aftermarket support is growing but still smaller than Glock's ecosystem. All told, the Walther PDP Compact is an excellent mid-shelf carry choice for shooters who value trigger feel, red dot ergonomics, and controllability more than the absolute smallest footprint. 3. Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro. Coming in at number 3 is the Springfield Armory Hellcat Pro, a compact, high-capacity carry pistol that's carved out a massive following since its release. The Hellcat Pro expands on the original Hellcat's micro-compact DNA by lengthening the slide and barrel, typically around 3.7 inches, and increasing the grip to accept a flush 15-round magazine while including a 17-round extended magazine in the box. That combo gives you a concealable footprint with near-duty capacity, a sweet spot for many CCW users who want more rounds without jumping up to a full-size platform. Ergonomically, the Pro feels planted. Springfield's grip texture and slightly taller grip frame let you get a solid hold for recoil management. And the Pro's optics-ready slide, micro footprint /OSP, makes red dot adoption seamless. Many testers praise the factory sights and the overall fit and finish, and range reports show the Pro is accurate and reliable across common defensive loads. Exactly what you want from a carry piece. There are trade-offs. The longer barrel/slide and added capacity make the Pro a hair larger and heavier than ultra-micro options, so deep concealment under summer clothing may be harder. Some shooters also note a slightly snappier recoil impulse compared to heavier compacts, though the added sight radius and barrel length help with follow-ups. MSRP and street prices typically sit in the mid-$600 range, varying by trim and whether it's an optics or comp model. That positions the Hellcat Pro as a premium compact choice rather than a budget pick. Bottom line, if you want a small carry gun that pushes capacity and capability close to duty-level performance while remaining concealable, the Hellcat Pro is one of the most compelling packages on the market in 2025, which is why it earns the number 3 spot on this list. 2. Glock 19 Gen 5. Coming in at number 2 is a pistol that's basically the reference point for modern carry, the Glock 19 Gen 5. If you want proven reliability, unmatched aftermarket support, and a platform that's simple to maintain, the G19 is the safe, practical choice. And the Gen 5 brought meaningful refinements that keep it competitive in 2025. On paper, the numbers explain a lot. A 4.02-inch barrel, standard 15+1 capacity, with easy access to 17/24/other mags, and a compact footprint that balances concealability with shootability. The Gen 5 introduced features like the Glock Marksman Barrel, improved rifling for better accuracy, ambidextrous slide stop, NDLC finish, and a refined trigger and internals that many shooters notice on the range. Those incremental upgrades add up to a pistol that points naturally, runs at high round counts, and tolerates a wide variety of defensive ammunition without drama. Price-wise, the G19 Gen 5 is a mid-tier value. Street prices commonly fall in the $500 to $650 range for standard models, though market fluctuations and seller markups can push that higher. Some price-tracking sites report broader averages. What makes the Glock great for the money is not that it's the cheapest option, but that it holds its value, has near-universal parts and holster support, and is a platform you can upgrade or simplify without breaking the bank. No gun is perfect. Some shooters prefer a crisper factory trigger or a slimmer grip profile offered by rivals, and others point out that the stock sights are basic compared to premium offerings. Still, for new and experienced carriers alike, the Glock 19 Gen 5 is a predictable, battle-tested performer, the dependable mid-weight option that's hard to beat when you want reliability, resale value, and an enormous ecosystem of accessories. P365 XL. Topping our list at number 1 is the Sig Sauer P365 XL, the pistol that took the compact carry market and turned it into something serious. The XL builds on the original P365's breakthrough, packing more capacity into a small footprint. But it does so with a shooter-forward approach. The P365 XL gives you a longer slide and barrel than the micro models for a better sight radius, a full-size style grip tang for positive purchase, and an optics-ready slide so you can run a micro red dot straight from the factory. In short, it feels like a compact that shoots like a full size. On the range, the XL shines. The slightly heavier slide and longer sight radius translate to flatter, more controllable follow-ups and better practical accuracy at real-world defensive distances. SIG's ergonomics on the P365 line are excellent. The grip texture, palm swell, and backstrap shape let most hands index naturally. The trigger on the XL is clean for the category, and many shooters comment that the gun points instinctively and recovers quickly for follow-up shots. For carry, the P365 XL is a brilliant compromise. It's not as tiny as the original P365, so deep pocket or minimalist carry fans might prefer a smaller gun, but for most concealed carriers, the increased shootability and added controllability make it a superior everyday tool. Expect average retail prices in the $575 to $650 range, depending on trim, sights, optic included, or special finishes. Drawbacks? It's pricier than budget options and slightly larger than true subcompacts, so concealment under light summer clothing requires a good holster and setup. But if you want a pistol that balances concealability, capacity, and real-world shootability, the P365 XL earns the top spot for value and performance in 2025.